Are they twins? I believe they're twins.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reid. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
Very curious. Why is that? Why do they need to leave? Okay, let's ask this first.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
What? This is so weird.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I think I should try to agree with them and see if I can pry out the information that I may have missed on the other guy.
No, I'm not.
Good for you. It's a good thing to have a clear idea of where you stand concerning crucial questions. Don't you think?
Maybe I should have said yes, I'm happy, I don't know.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
Very curious. So, Pericles and Agamemnon Baker have opposite explanations about their current situation. What is going on? I'm so curious as to what the heck their story is.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
So weird. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
I'm very curious about their situation. I would like to know more about what's going on. Quickly, let's look at the people. So we have yet to meet her daughter, and we have yet to meet this man, which we kind of know where this man is. He's downstairs. I feel like I need to go back and heal what's her butt real quick in case I need to rest while I'm gone. That way I'm not worrying about the state of the health on this other district, right? Because we have 2600 XP. Like, I've got a lot of XP that I could spend if I wanted to, and I'm gonna get more by doing this main mission. But the thing that I am unsure of is I do not know if I'm gonna get a chance to come back here before I rest next, because I don't know where the next mission takes me after I meet with Aloysius and possibly turn him into a vampire. So, first things first, come over here, heal her up, which I should have done when I ran by the first
Good
time.
evening, Miss Teasdale.
Can I help you, Dr. Reid?
Yeah, you seem to have a headache, so...
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
Well, here, take
I
this.
have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
Yeah, no problem.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again.
This must have been your house, Dad.
Okay, let's not get stuck on trees, and let's run back. So I'm wondering if I go back over here and I find out, or find these 2 other people and get the information from them, how much information am I going to get between all of the people in that district? Because at the end of the day, I would love to go and find out, you know, every little tidbit of these people, but I don't know if the game is going to give it to me. And most importantly, I feel like I need to learn the most I can about Aloysius, because I feel like I have a choice between wanting to turn him into a vampire or not. And if I choose not to, what kind of effect does that have on the game? Will the Ascalon Club be mad at me and try to murder me? If I do turn him into a vampire, does he not make the transformation and he dies? And then we lose the pillar of this side of the community? Like, I feel like there are many reasons. What was that? It's a thing that, it's a pressure plate. Very curious. Okay, and then there's this guy down here who's just kind of hanging out in these really creepy crypts.
A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers of a sun. So many signs to interpret.
Okay, well, let's. Ooh. The crime of the lost knowledge. Vampires are dangerous, deadly, vicious sometimes. This is a fact, and I won't deny it. And that's precisely why we must understand what they are. Sometimes who they are, in order to achieve a better mutual understanding. Do you remember the interview with Titus Flavius Josephus, conducted by one of us in 1548 when he finally encountered the creature in Spain? Do you remember how each of the very carefully chosen words expressed by this vampire warmed our heart each time we read them, for they were all extraordinary windows to a past of which we only have glimpses? Well, Titus Flavius Josephus is no more since the Vatican hunters destroyed him a few weeks ago, and with him vanishes unearthed treasures of knowledge about the pillars of our civilization. This is a crime probably as heartbreaking as the killing of an innocent life by a vampire. This is exactly why the path of the Guard of Priwen is as criminal as it is barren. For each time they succeed or successfully conduct one of their methodological hunts on the old vampires of England, instead of carefully and respectfully approaching them, they destroy a part of our common roots with the immortals. They wipe an opportunity. The concept of great hunt is a crime, for it blindly kills words and thoughts. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Taltrey, Primate of St. Paul. Huh. Is that this guy?
Jonathan Reid. At last we meet.
Creepy.
The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
So he knows
You are
I'm
the
a
leader
vampire.
of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Ooh, curious. Usher seems to know that many Londoners have been recently murdered. But not really by me, right? I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying my best here. Let's ask him about Aloysius. Get that out of the way.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts. readings which blackened his heart.
So Aloysius was a member of the Hermetic, whatever, Order of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Curious. So we have both of his things, which is nice. I like getting that.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Ooh. Usher is aware of the real circumstances of Mary's death. This is cool. I'm getting like all sorts of info. This is really cool.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
This is cool.
Read my fortune then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Oh, that's chump change, yeah.
Here is the money.
The glutton. A man who just eats life as a cake. A righteous ego, surprised to fall in love.
Ooh. Oh, he's giving me hints about people. Calhoun does not consider the seriousness and dangerousness of the epidemic, but he also, sorry, I read the wrong one, was the lover of a famous actress, Doris Fletcher, for a time. And Fletcher is, of course, gone now. So now I could go talk to him about that. Huh.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
This is so cool.
Here is the money.
The snake, a bitter woman, smiling as she pours poison in your cup. A shaming betrayal. Hate.
Ooh. Venus Crossley, who I do remember talking to. Yeah, right. She's his wife. She's the evil one. Is deliberately poisoning her husband. This is so cool. Do you know what this means? This means that they understand, design-wise, that this system is put in place in a way where you can fail and you cannot get hints if you fail them. However, if you've been diligent and you've been not killing people and you obviously have been playing the game and you have a lot of gold like I do, you can sit here and pay for these hints to unlock, so you're still able to get the narrative of the game if you so choose. And it is in such a cool and flavorful way because it's just using this card reader who is giving you information on these people. That is brilliant. Like, there is a reason this was my game of the year for 2018. So good. So freaking good. Let's do it again.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The Joker. A woman bent to obey and debase herself. A cruel gaze in the dark. A monster laughing at you.
Ooh, Karina Billow. Interesting. Karina only wait, who was she? Mind mentally broken by a powerful vampire. Right. Karina only has incoherent speech when speaking about what happened to her. So she's been broken by a vampire. I don't remember. I remember her. I don't remember where she was. Was she? Okay, there she is. Right. Okay.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan.
I don't need my money.
Open your mind.
I don't really feel like I'm using it for anything.
Here
It's perfect.
is the money.
Love. Pure and unseen. Untold. The two hearts love each other without knowing it. Without daring to admit it.
Ooh, curious. Christina Papa. Okay, so she, with Clayton, Christina and Clayton are fond of each other. Christina could not find any decent job because she was a migrant. So she loves Clayton Clayton and Christina are very fond of each other, so I can now talk to them about that. Oh, so good. Is it going to give me one for each person? Because that would be nice.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the...
Okay.
Here.
The alchemist. A wise and cunning mind who lives by lying to all but himself. He sells false promises and is proud of it.
Right. Ooh, Mason. Right, okay. His miracle elixir is a fraud. Yeah, we knew that, though. Mason was the one who had the idea for Swansboro miracle elixir in the first place. Okay, and then she... the Swansboro miracle elixir is a con. Yes, okay, so they know it's a con. So I can call them out on that now. Cool.
Can you read...
We're just going to skip that.
Here.
The hunter. A good heart in disguise. A liar willing to help for real. An armed man unable to strike.
That didn't give me anything. Okay, try this
Can you
again.
read the...
Put the money...
Here is the money.
The hunter. A good heart in disguise. A liar willing to help for real. An armed man unable to strike.
You just told me that one. Okay, maybe I've gotten enough from him.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Curious.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
I feel like I should read it.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Okay. Personal questions. Let's ask him some stuff.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Let's hear it.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know.
Okay, but I already knew. How do you know about all the lives? Wait, hold on.
How do you measure the amount of blood on...
I told you.
Is it...
So those are just my two options?
All right.
The walls of your prison...
Okay. So that's just going to keep repeating.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Right, okay. She did not deserve this fate. If only I could have convinced her. She was no longer the sister I knew. That's true.
She was no longer the sister I knew. She had changed. Hateful and bitter. She was determined to destroy our entire family.
She returned as a force of evil, Jonathan. In putting an end to her misery, you also protected many innocent souls.
Okay.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Right.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The Problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars.
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Very curious. I think we're pretty much done here.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Red River,
So I got a lot of information there from him.
so many
Not just
signs
about
to interpret.
stuff going on, but in particular about people that I've met. And this is curious. I want to be able to... There is a way to get in here, but how? How would I be able to do that? If I had maybe 4 people stand on these, is there a way for me to do that? I don't think I have like an ability or anything that I could use that would allow me to put like a mirror image of myself down, but that would be cool. Unlikely, but it, would be cool. Okay, so now I need to find, how many people am I missing in this district? 1. I need to find her daughter. And after that, we're pretty much done talking to everybody, and then we can find Aloysius.